Remember even like having a fucking VHS tape of your act?
Oh God.
And just being like, just watch my tape.
I still have them.
Do you know how like we come from the era of having Tom, we had to call girls' houses and go through their dad to talk to the daughters.
Oh my God, it's right.
You know, I think about that when I think about how we used to send tapes and never hear shit. And when it'd be like, did you watch it? Did you watch me being funny? Random comedy club?
It's such
Horrible.
a desperate feeling.
Please.
And you have this guy who has this little fiefdom.
Yeah.
You know?
Doesn't care.
Oh, man.
It's basically you going, do you think I'm hot? Like, to a guy.
You want me to?
No.
You want me to take off something else?
And like,
unbutton this?
Don't come on my face.
and I remember like you'd finally make it to those club worlds, and then you'd see the back room where like the booker hung out, and then just stacks of VHS tapes.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you're like, the fact that I even got this week was probably a miracle.
Yeah.
I mean, of all these, like, how does that even?
There's a comedy,
God.
the oldest comedy club in Portland. I won't say what it is. But I remember when I met Bill Burr, he did like a little pilot. They were thinking about doing like a Chappelle Show thing after Chappelle Show blew up. They're like, oh, let's try it with Bill. And so this real low budget thing. And I was in like 2 sketches with him, and he just comes over. He's like, so where you from? And I was like, Portland, Oregon. He's like, that fucking guy. Like he launches into that club owner.
Yeah.
He's so mad at him. So mad. And he was like, this is when Bill was starting to boom. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This is like a couple years from him doing Carnegie Hall and shit. And like, we still remember those people that were just twats to us.
Yeah, of course.
Yes.
One's dead, unfortunately, now that I'm moving tickets. And I always swore, I was like, when I go back to his fucking town, I'm never doing that.
No.
You know what's a fun move to those twats? Is you agree to do their gig to help them out, basically their club, and then you just cancel on them. Like you just ruin their business.
That's so cold. Oh, holy shit.
Yeah.
That's like next level. Man, that's like dipping the bullet in poison before you shoot him.
Yeah, it's fun. You know it hurts too. It hurts them.
Hey man, sorry.
And you ruin their month.
You don't even
Not
tell
that
them.
week.
You don't even tell them. You have some junior agent has to call and
be
some
like,
poor little guy.
You know how this is the first time in a while that you've had 7 sold out shows? You have to refund all those tickets.
I have the sniffles.
Yeah. And you go, what do you mean to do? I got the flu.
Fuck.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Go ahead, do it. Ruin their business.
Yeah.
Well, the one guy's dead, she said.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, that fucking cunt. You know what he told me? I'll never forget.
I know what you're talking about too.
And let me just say, you had it worse than either of us. I'm sure,
know.
being a woman.
Maybe.
I'm sure.
Well, I was told, here's what I was told. Okay, so this guy is in the Midwest, and I was on Chelsea lately. So at the time I had a credit.
Yeah.
And I called him. He's like, call me back next week, okay? Call me back next week, okay? And like finally after a month, I was like, what the fuck, bro? Like I've been calling you. Give me a week. And he goes, you know what, Christina? I've already had 2 women this year. And I was like, 2 women this year? That's it? And then I was told I couldn't do an entire chain of clubs in Canada because the owner doesn't book women. Like I was X'd out of an entire chain.
Wow.
Because they don't book women. Like shit, like, but at least it was overt back then and I kind of appreciated that.
Right.
There's other club owners that were like, I don't book women. And I was like, okay, well, I know you're a piece of shit and I'll never do your fucking club when I get successful.
Yeah.
I have a list of people I won't fucking work.
One time I went to a gig you were doing, and you were on stage, and I go to the bathroom. This guy walks in. There's another guy in there. The guy walks in and goes, there's a chick on stage. And the other guy goes, how are her tits? And I go, they're pretty big.
Hi, I'm Tom. That's my wife. Listen, I appreciate your candor, fellas.
Yeah. That's pretty good.
Yeah, but it's fun. I still love it. I don't care.
Of course.
Oh, yeah.
I don't care.
That's who you are. That's who you are at your core.
Yeah, it'll
it's too
always
much
be
fun
us.
not to be. And I think everybody, but now white guys you guys are shit on. I
Poor
think,
us.
Poor you, I know. But you know what I mean? I think everyone.
To be fair, we had a real good run.
You did
let's
have a
be
good
honest.
run.
It's been awesome.
But everybody gets judged by the meat vessel they come in.
Yeah, well, of course they
you know?
do. And it's like, I will say that the big thing is I wish there were less white dudes who are starting to get rich over bitching about being a white dude. And like, like just in their own kind of self-made media like this, but there's kind of like, well, the thing is, those guys always go, we all know how it is. I mean, they don't want white guys. And it's like, are you fucking crazy?
It's such a crazy.
They're still coming
They
over white
always
guys.
want white guys.
Bill Burr will always sell
I
out.
know.
He just played Fenway.
I know.
They've never allowed a comedian. Ever.
It's pretty crazy.
That's insane.
All those guys.
And I texted him. I was like, well, huge room, and he's like, a lot of drunks. That's all he wrote back. I was like, still not happy. Fucking miserable prick. But like, I mean, it's disingenuous. It's like, it's like, did I not get a Netflix special because I'm white or because I'm not Jim Gaffigan? It's like they have like,
they
not
don't
saying
wanna,
they have enough of us, but just more people are getting shine. That's all.
A lot of people are getting shine. And here's the thing: the white dudes who go, they're all full of white guys. It's like, no, the reality here is that you are not that great. Yeah. That's what they always will celebrate. Any like a director, if you audition for him and you're just like, he's didn't want me. It's like, yeah, you probably, he probably booked a better actor.
Or you didn't fit.
Well, you didn't fit could be, of course, for acting is one, because you could not fit the mold and you could still be good. But this person who's like, I've never gotten work, but I'm great. It's like, you're not that great.
Not if you're like, never booking.
Because like greatness, if you're amazing, guess what? You'll get booked.
Yes.
If you're if you're undeniably fucking funny, not everyone's going to be like, we don't want anything to do with this person.
And are you uniquely you? That takes you at least 10 years to find your voice, as we say. But like, there are people. One thing I've kind of tried to push the side is like, don't just be like, I gotta kill. It's like, no, I have to work on this stuff, and I have to do stuff that's funny to me. Hope they like it.
That's how you get good.
Because you'll see, audiences are very intuitive, and they'll watch someone, and someone will destroy, and they'll be like, ha, that was fun, but I don't know if, I didn't really connect with that person. You'll see someone who didn't do as well, but it's like, who is that? I'm going to remember them.
You're totally right.
Yeah. They said something crazy personal or said an angle I never thought of.
So true.
You know what I mean?
I think everyone's been like, if you've done stand up long enough, you've been on both sides of that.
100%.
You've killed and known that everybody was like, oh yeah, that was great. And then you've not killed and had everybody been like, who the fuck
was amazing.
are you?
Yeah.
Thank you for watching that highlight here from YMH Studios. That was a highlight or a clip, whichever word you prefer. You watched it, and there are so many more little bite-sized episode things. They're just click them. Maybe it's someone screaming or bleeding. Maybe it's just laughing at someone, making fun of them.